So I kind of want to take a look at this today. This is Teddy K's new contract. And just to look at how, cheap and affordable we have made this offensive line. Listen, there's a couple positions in the NFL you spend a lot of money for. The quarterback, your trenches on offense and defense, and obviously wide receiver nowadays. But nonetheless, though, the trenches usually are very expensive. And for good reason. You're protecting your investment at quarterback. You want to spend all your money on the guys around him, right? The left tackle gets all the money. Then, usually the guards, the center, the right tackle, etc. So he was going into, that Teddy K is, he was going to a contract here this year. His final year of his contract, which again would have been $7.1 million. Cincinnati went ahead and extended him one additional year, which in all honesty is a absolute beautiful contract for Cincinnati here. So it's a $6.3 million cap hit this upcoming season with a $4.2 million base salary. Now, the only thing that is guaranteed technically is the $1.5 million, which is prorated signing bonus over the 2-year period. So in the end, it's a $1.5 million guaranteed contract, which, again, I'm not saying we would cut him, but we do have now all the control if we want to next year to kind of push, rework this contract, push money toward the future. And even if we really wanted to, we could split up this 6.3 minus 1.5 here and split up that additional money toward another 2-year deal. And really, in all honesty, give him like 2 point whatever per year for 2 years. We have all the control with this contract. Now, again, at the end of the day, Teddy K is 32 years old. That's really not that old for a center. Especially not a starting level center in the NFL. The older they get, the better they get. It's like I always say, offensive linemen age like fine wine. So, this is a very, very team-friendly contract. Especially with, again, the options we have available for this Teddy K deal. And this is just across the board now. I mean, we're doing a really, really good job this year of getting these linemen for a very cheap, contract. I talked about before with Trent Brown. Love to have Trent Williams. Trent Brown, the same concept here. It's going to be a $4.397 million contract. Only $2 million of that is actually fully guaranteed. So if we wanted to, by the end of the season, we could rework this contract, take some of that money, and push it toward the future. Again, just giving Cincinnati as much options as possible here. So now we're paying our, center here. In theory, it's going to be around, $6.3 million next season. Obviously, Trent Brown's contract will be done with. But 7.1 right now, his base salary, or his cap hit for this season, 6.3 next season. We're paying our, again, a right tackle, where is he? Right here. $4.397 million. Obviously, Amarius Mims on a 4-year contract, 5th-year option, right? And he hasn't signed yet, I don't believe. He's the only rookie, actually, who is still waiting to be signed. Let me see, where is he down here? Right here. So this is not his actual contract. In the end, he'll probably make around $1 million this year. But still, again, $1 million, he'll probably make like 1.2, 1.5, $2 million. That's nothing for a right tackle. So we got a right tackle who are making $4 million, $1 million. Our center making 7.1 and then 6.3. Kappa is really, I think, him and Orlando Brown is going to be the most expensive because Cordell Volson is not that much at all. Again, Cordell Volson's still in his rookie contract, and he was also not a first-round pick. Where is Cordell Volson? I always suck at finding players for some reason. Here's Kappa. So Kappa's the most expensive, which is 10.25, which is, yeah, it definitely is a lot, but it's only 2.25 million guaranteed for the signing bonus. You could, in theory, just push that money. You could rework his contract and save a lot of money. And I'm really expecting Cincinnati here to probably rework Kappa's contract and try to give him an extension, but give him a lot of money, push some money toward the future. because you could really rework this contract completely. And again, as I always say, I'm always pro player when it comes to their money. Listen, at the end of the day, the NFL, you only last so long. Get the most money you can. But at the same time, helping out the team and bettering the team also was great. Cap obviously dealt with some injury concerns, injury issues, missed some games. Maybe he wants to help out the team to push money toward the future. And also get an extension and this long-term, security there. So he's really the most expensive. And then left guard, okay, let me try to make sure I find Cordell Volson here. So he should be down here at the very bottom because he shouldn't be that expensive. Yep, right here. So Cordell Volson, that's a nothing burger. Now, I'm not saying that he, in theory, is the best option, but keep in mind, if, let's say, for example, he doesn't work out and we put Trent Brown at left guard in this upcoming season, well, Trent Brown is 4 point whatever million, and that's nothing for a left guard. So we have a very cheap offensive line. And the good thing is, with this offensive line is, we have it for the next couple of seasons, at least. So we don't have to put that huge investment, toward the offensive line. Obviously, at the end of the day, this also lets us have more money to be able to, if we wanted to, invest more money down the line in the offensive line. Obviously, the most expensive piece being the left tackle, which for most teams it is. It's why players, like Jonah Williams, for example, he was really pissing a fit because he wanted to be left tackle because he wanted to get paid. He wanted to get the big left tackle money. You don't make money as much on the right side as you do the left side. That's a blind side, the whole Michael Orr crap. Anyway, though, so every player wants to be the blind side tackle because that's the money maker. Even this contract, it's still like 20 some odd million guaranteed, but it's still overall wise not that bad of a contract when you look at other players in the league. So, overall wise, again, we have this line signed to a pretty good deal for the next couple of seasons. Why, again, I still feel like we should sign more offensive linemen. I feel like we should go out there and potentially go ahead and try to get a Cordell Volson backup that's actually really, that we can trust and we know can work and obviously compete with, Cordell Volson. We also have Matt Lee we drafted who could eventually become Cordell Volson's replacement. And even then, he's on a 4-year contract, no-nothing contract. So, again, this is it really is amazing how Cincinnati's working this offensive line. I know we've struggled the last couple years, and I think this is the best unit we've had so far. And it costs us nothing, which that's part of team building, man. If you can take your biggest asset and really push it toward the idea of not paying it much, that's that's how you become a superstar team. So we still have 21.9 million though. So I would say I still think this is not complete until we go and get a left guard in free agency that can compete. And we go, it's just really that. Because I think the left tackle position, maybe get a backup there just in case Orlando Brown gets hurt again. Center, I'm cool with Teddy K. Capo, I'm cool with right guard. And then, we obviously have the 2 right tackles. So, just amazing how this contract situation is working for us. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Deuce.